Hi everybody, it's Saturday afternoon and I just thought I'd do a surprise Saturday live feed just to catch up and see who's online. I don't really know what's going to be happening this afternoon because I don't really plan on doing many readings this afternoon. So really I'm just online just to catch up with everybody this afternoon because it's been a while. I feel like it's been such a while since I've seen any or heard from anybody, and I've been in a monastery for the last week really, or out west, and it's I just feel like I've been away for such a long time, and it's great to be back. So I just thought I'd pop on to say hi to everybody and just for a general catch up. So how is everybody? And I don't even know who I've got online. So just bear with me. So okay. Oh, it's lovely how. So you must be feeling the heat like I'm feeling the heat here this afternoon. So I don't really feel like doing much. I've been reading all morning, and I've just gotten home, and I'm just having a bit of a relax. And I just really want to chat about my experience over the last week that I had. It was very it was life changing what I went through the last week, and I'm very grateful for all the things that I've learnt and the people that I've connected with, and I should say spirit that I've connected with as well, and I've learnt a lot. So and it's changed the way that I've approached how I do my readings. It's approached the way that I connect with spirit now, and I can only hope that it will benefit you guys as well when I do read for you. So as I said, it was life changing. So yes, they were long days, and yes, there were challenges. Yes, there were many things that I did not want to do that I had to force myself to do, but I am very glad and grateful that I had the support of my peers there too to push me through it. And I think I have come out a better medium on the other end now. So I will be putting what I've learned into practice from now on. So just bear with me while I just have a look through here. So yes, so Chrissy, the retreat, it was great. It was great. So really needed that, and it's really bizarre. And this is when I say to people that when you get ideas, to actually listen to those ideas, because a lot of the times they are spirit putting those ideas into your head, and that's why I say to people, follow your intuition, look for the signs. And it was only at the end of last year that I said to a few people that I feel like I need to be just put away somewhere and do some intensive training. I feel like I need to be locked up, I was saying, and away from the rest of the world to be able to concentrate on what I was doing. And funnily enough, up came this retreat 2 weeks, a bit more than 2 weeks ago, and it just kept popping up on Facebook, this retreat, come pop up, and I'm like, do you know what, that's my sign there. So I bit the bullet, and off I went 2 weeks later, and here I am now. I'm still alive, and just hopefully a little bit older and wiser. So let me just have a look here. So hi everyone. Ooh. Tracy Williams. So I'm assuming you had your baby. So as I say, I feel like it's been such a long time ago that I've been online. So you had your little girl, and when did you have her? What date did you have her, or when did you have her? So I know you were toing and froing, wanting to know about the dates and when she was coming and everything else. And basically, did she come on time, or did she come early, or a little bit late? So let me have a look. All right. Hi, Tammy. I'm still alive. Do I look different? Do I look more enlightened? Okay. Oh, I learnt a lot, Tammy. So if you just If you've just popped on, Tammy, yeah, it was sort of like life changing for me, and it was something I really, really needed to do, because me, the stubbornness in me, the Leo in me, it pretty much got knocked out of me, and I do see things in a different way, and I do approach my readings in a different way now, and even the way that I communicate with spirit as well. So the whole emphasis was on mediumship. For those of you who are a little bit not sure what I'm talking about, psychic is connecting with the person you are reading for, where you do past, present, future. Mediumistic readings or mediumship is where we connect with spirit and past loved ones, and we bring messages through. And the way that the things that I've experienced in the last week, that's why I said it's life changing. So I can only hope that I can incorporate that now into my readings. So I know I've been a bit quiet on Facebook the last week. Partly that was because of lack of internet access out where I was. And also another thing was, I just felt, you know what, you just got to turn off all technology and just go back and just be in the moment. And with Facebook and internet and things like that, it's very, very hard to switch off and just be in the moment. So I was quite conscious of doing things like that. Let me just have a look here. I'm feeling very refreshed. I did make a joke to a couple of my friends. I said, because I feel like I'm floating on air at the moment and everything's really calm and peaceful. So I don't know how long that feeling will last for. I can only hope that it will last for quite a while. So that's something I'm very, very conscious of, and I will keep trying to incorporate the feeling that I have each day. Right. Yes, Tammy. Okay. I did make a little bit of a joke on Facebook because I was in a monastery and there was a crucifix hanging over my bed. So I couldn't help but take a photo of it, and just in case I forgot where I was, all I had to do was look up and there was my crucifix, and that's what Tammy's making a joke about. So it's all good. It's all good. They're all very lovely. Everybody out there who worked at the monastery were very, very lovely. Okay. Okay. All right. Rub the peacefulness on me. Well, it's very, very easy, Tammy. It's just, for me, it was just really getting out and getting away from people and getting away from the hustle and bustle of everything, and just pretty much getting back to nature. So I'd actually take myself for a little bit of a walk, and it's just the sound being out in the country there. It's all you could hear was crickets, literally. And it was just peace. So let me have a look. I look calm and relaxed. I feel it. That's why I said I don't know how long it will last for, but we'll see. We'll see how long it will last for. Again, so I've got people here asking for readings as well. So that's why I said I don't even know if I will be doing readings this afternoon. I just really wanted to come online and just talk about my experience and my my views and the way I feel now as a psychic and medium, and how I view things differently. So if you guys want to ask me questions about that, feel free, fire away. I may throw in a couple of predictions. I don't know, but I effectively don't want to be going out doing a whole heap of readings this afternoon. I'm just trying things a little bit different. I just wanted to touch base with everybody, really. I will be back on Tuesday night with my normal readings, but then after that Tuesday night, again, I don't know if I will be coming up every single week. Me personally, what I've been seeing over the last couple of months, there's been such an influx of live feeds, and I just feel it's taking a lot away from what we do, and I'm just trying to get back to the basics and connecting with people with one-on-one. Doesn't mean I won't be doing live feeds continually all the time. It's just I'm just pulling back a little bit for now. So there will be a live feed this Tuesday, but after then I may do one the week after. I'll just see how I go. Me personally, I think I'm going to be going with how I'm feeling. So, and another reason why I am doing pulling back on my reads as well is because I notice that there are people that follow a lot of other psychics and a lot of other mediums around on the live feeds during the week, and I am noticing the same questions popping up from the same people each week. Me personally, I don't think that's healthy to be getting readings off people with the same questions every week. I'm sorry if that's offended anybody, but that is something that I feel quite strongly about, because there becomes a time where you do start becoming quite reliant on a reader to be making decisions, and somehow we need to be taking some of our own responsibility as well. I hope you all understand that by no means does it mean any disrespect to anybody, but that's just my own personal views and thoughts on that. So let me just have a look here. Okay. Okay. That's interesting, Sue. Look, I'm just going to pop this question up here. If anyone wants to pipe up, I mean, everybody has different views on everything, and all we can do is just discuss people's views, because at the end of the day, do you 100% know these answers? And I can talk to like half a dozen different mediums and probably get half a dozen different views on it. So Sue's asking, is it the same spirit who guides you? And if so, has this changed in any way? Okay, look, so my understanding is that we have many different spirit guides throughout our lifetime. And me personally, I feel like our guides change when we learn certain lessons or we're going on to the next stage in our life. And so another guide may step in for the next part of your life or the next lesson that you need to be learning. I felt probably going back 18 months ago, I felt like there was a shift in my energy, and I thought, okay, and I had just had this idea in my head that I think my guide may have just changed. I felt like somebody else had stepped in, and in hindsight, I think that was my when my awakening, when I was learning more, and obviously I'd learned something in my spiritual development, and then I think another guide has stepped in and stepped it up a little bit more for me. It's sort of like, okay, she's learned what she's had to learn here, let's bring somebody else in to learn the next part of what she needs to be learning. So your guide, is it the same spirit who guides you, and if so, has it changed in any way? In terms of changing, I think that it has taught me to trust more. So I know that last week I've really been pushed, and I've had to learn to trust what they've been putting into my head. I could literally feel like spirit blending in with me, and then my thoughts, which is in hindsight is my clairvoyance. That's I've learned over the last week. Clairvoyance is actually my strongest trait. And I've also worked out what my weaknesses are as well, which I need to be working on. But for me, I get a lot of my messages clairvoyantly. So when I do get those images, I just need to understand that that's them communicating, and I need to learn to trust them more. But in terms of guides, and that, look, me personally, I think that they change over your lifetime, and you do have more than one. So think about it. See if there's points in your life where you felt like your energy has changed with certain milestones in your life or life events that have happened. So I hope that answers your question, Sue. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, Tammy. Okay. All right. I'm just going to stick it out there. Have you started selling tickets for the vault? Okay, you just let the cat out of the bag and I just let the bloody lion out of the bag because I've just put the question up there. So, look, okay. No, the answer is no, I haven't yet. And for those of you who've just switched in, I am having a platform show. There is a platform show coming up at the Vault, which is a club at Port Kembla. So we just need to work out those finer details. But the answer is no, it's coming. It's on my list. I'm promised. Spirit was calling. I was busy doing other things. This week, Tammy. Okay. All right. Who else have we got here? Okay. It's almost like someone telling you something versus thinking it. Yes. This is good here, right? Will Spirit offer assistance if you ask for it? Always. But will you listen? So look, me personally, it's not a stupid question. The thing is, it's recognizing how you receive that information. So offering assistance, I talk to my guides, God knows how many times a day, and it's just silly little things. Should I do this? Should I not do that? But I'm in the habit of asking for signs. So give me a sign, show me such and such or such and such if I need to be doing this. But the thing is, it's again like if you ask an older and wiser person for assistance and they give you their advice, are you going to take that advice and do what they tell you, or are you just going to like dismiss it? It's the same thing. That's why I said, will you take the advice? But yes, they will offer assistance if you ask for it. You just got to ask, they'll deliver. I always used to say that to people, ask and they'll deliver. But you need to be open. But the thing is, a lot of it's very, very subtle, and you need to be open and surrender yourself to receive information. Okay? And no, it's not a stupid question, honey. Ooh, okay. What else have we got here? Ray Louise, can you go through? Yeah, you can tell who's into the spiritual stuff. Can you go through multiple awakenings? Me personally, I think yes. So my initial one is the recognizing that I was psychic and I was, and then me realizing I was a medium. So to me, that's a couple of different awakenings there. This past week, I feel like I've gone through another awakening again on top of that. So I'm a lot more calmer and a lot more, I just see things from a different perspective. So I'd say yes. Me personally, I would say yes. But if you speak to somebody else, they may tell you different. But that's, again, we're all on this journey. We're all at different points in these journeys. And again, nothing's really right, wrong in concrete. It's what works for you. Okay. This is sweet. Okay. Kate, after watching your live feeds, I can feel my anxiety leave. I have a calming effect. Oh, that's so sweet, honey. Really? I mean, that's, at the end of the day, that's what my work really is about. Is making a difference to people. So my job as a psychic and medium is when I have a client with me, I need to make sure that person leaves me in a better frame of mind than when they first came to me. So that's my goal. That's my goal. And I'm glad that I can actually do this from live feed when I've got multiple people watching. So that means a lot to me. So that, look, I know that I'm on the right path for that. So thank you for that. Who else have I got? All right. Hey, Kerry. Right. Okay. Well, keep asking, Ray. If you got, yep, you can go all day. That's what I'm here for this afternoon. It's for this general chit chat, spiritual talk. Readings won't be going on until Tuesday night. So, okay. Oh, there's me buddy Luda. So what I've just gone through in the last week, lovely Luda is going through next weekend. So you'll love it, honey. You'll love it. Okay. So who else have we got here? Okay, so keep those spiritual questions coming. That's why I said I'm not really into, look, I don't even have my cards with me today, actually. Do you know what? I spent a whole week out at this retreat doing all readings with no cards. So to me, they probably get thrown away now too. Okay, Tracy, straight away, number 22 kept popping up for me yesterday. It's a sign, but I haven't figured it out yet. All right, look, I'm not an expert on numerology, but my understanding is number 22 is a master number. So you've got numbers all the way from 0 through to 9, and each number, you know, corresponds to a certain meaning or stage in your life. But then we get to number 11. And when you get to multiple numbers, they always say that you need to add those numbers together until we get down to a single digit. Now, but there's I think, again, correct me if anybody's into numerology. As I said, I'm no expert, but on top of that, 11 is a master number where if you add them together, yes, you get a 2, but in numerology, it's actually a master number, as is number 22. So there is a significant meaning around that. So all you do, Google number 22 numerology, you'll get your meaning there. Sue, okay, this is a good question. Can I please ask what happened that made you realize you were psychic? Please share if comfortable to do so. Okay, I think, so looking back in hindsight, it was something that I always knew, but it was something that I just never acted on. So what I mean by that was just little things that happened all through my whole life, and probably I didn't realise I was psychic because I just thought those things were normal. I'm not saying that I had like Hollywood visions play out in front of my mind or anything like that. It was just little synchronicities and thoughts or dreams, and that eventuated, and I just thought it was normal. Again, I'm going to use the word awakening, I guess. What the eye-opener was for me was when I fell pregnant at such I will say a later stage in my life. So I only have the one child, and I fell pregnant with her at the age of 46. So I had her just before my 47th birthday, and it was just all these little things around that whole pregnancy. And even when I was pregnant, I knew that it was always a girl. I knew that she would always come early, and I also knew that I would always have a cesarean delivery, just something I just always knew. Even to when I had doctors every time I'd go in for a checkup, they would ask me, what's your birthing plan? And I'm like, I don't have one. And they said, you need one. I said, I don't have one. I'm not going to have one because I'm having a cesarean. And they thought I was a little bit crazy. So I just stuck with that. And she was not due until the 16th of April. And I used to always say to everybody, she will come early. She's going to come early, and I'm going to have a cesarean. And then as I got a little bit closer, I started making a joke about, betcha she's born on the 29th of February, because that was a leap year. And I thought, knowing me, I can't even get that right, and I'll end up having her on the 29th of February. Again, the morning of the 29th of February, I was sitting in front of my computer just doing some work, having a sandwich, and I just had this niggling, you've got to go to the hospital. And it got that strong that I actually drove myself to the hospital. And long story short, emergency cesarean, 2 months early, 29th of February. She was born within half an hour of me arriving at the hospital, because if I had waited a little bit longer, as the doctor said, I would have actually had a stillborn child. So that was probably like the, okay, all right, there's something going on here. So yeah, that was my wake up call then, Sue. That was, yep, psychic. So I had time then when she was a child to explore and learn a little bit more, and here I am today. She's about to have her 4th birthday, so she it's a leap year this year, so a proper birthday for her this year. So technically she'll only be 1, and so she'll be 4 at the end of February next month. So but thanks for asking that, so I hope that helps you. What else have we got here? Okay. See, okay, somebody's into the numerology here. Ray Louise, all about balance, connection, healing, and partnership. Okay. Also, look up 22, because it's 22 is a master number, I'm pretty certain, and there's another meaning around that one as well. Okay. How do you decipher from a message? Okay, that's a good question. Okay, how do you decipher from a message from spirit or your own passing thoughts? I used to ask myself that a lot as well. Generally now, when I get messages from spirit, I actually feel an energy around me, and for me, they come in from the back. So there's a lot of times where I feel like there is somebody standing behind me, but they're actually not. So to me, that's sort of like they're stepping forward. And thoughts, okay, if it's ego driven, I tend to think it's my own personal thought. But if it's a message that's coming from caring or love, I would tend to lean more towards that's probably coming from spirit. So that's probably the best way that I could describe it. So I hope that helps you. Let's have a look. Tammy, did you come into contact with more spirits than usual at the monastery? Short answer, yes, because we had to do contact after contact after contact throughout those many days. But if you're talking about spirit in the monastery itself, I did have a visitor on the first night in my room, and I think it was sort of like just a little bit of a sticky beacon, like, oh yeah, okay, and then I wasn't bothered again for the rest of the time that I was there. So not in those experiences, yes, I did have one experience, but then I'm in an environment where we are surrounded by the energy and spirit, and yes, there is a lot going on. So yes, I did come into a lot more contact, a lot. Okay. Yes, I did have to trust my instinct, intuition. See, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, thanks for this comment, Sue. Very strong intuition, and this is why I'm quite big on people trusting your gut. So in the instance of me with my child, it was like this child had to come into the world, and if I wasn't listening to my intuition, I would have lost her. She would have been a stillborn. So that's what I'm saying to people. If something doesn't sit right, it's not sitting right for a reason. So you need to work and distinguish whether it's your own thoughts or spirit. But in my case, that urgency was it was spirit. Okay. All right. Where are we? What else have we got here? Okay. All right. Okay, so let me just take that off, and I've lost your comments, Sue. I just want to take you off there, honey, so you're not sitting on my screen. Peace, yes, I am answering questions today, but it's all spiritual questions. I'm sorry, I'm not doing any readings today. That's why I said we're going down a different path today, and I'm just hoping to reach some more people this way. So it's not going to be bang, 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 bang readings today. I'll be doing them on Tuesday evening. Unless something really jumps out at me, I won't be doing any readings this afternoon. But what I would like to put out there, okay, all right, okay, you can see me talking. Yep. Okay, I would like to do 3 mediumship readings privately. If you're interested in participating in this, I ask that you private message my Facebook page after this live feed. I would ask that you've got a video link up, like with, I'm not even sure how Facebook works with video link up or Zoom or something. You need to have access to something like that. And you need to be available when I ask that you be available, where I can do a mediumship reading on you and bring past loved ones through. It will only be like a quick 15-20 minute reading, but if you're interested in participating in that with me, just private message me after the page. So I'll be picking 3 people that I'm attracted to. Okay, and I will put the people that I do pick a notice on Facebook, but I'll also private message them as well. Let's have a look. I love this Ray Louise. Okay, she's very much into this. Okay, a repeating 22 sequence. Here you go, Tracy. It's a powerful indicator of a connection that is in some way, what's that, be profound or aligned with your life journey. Okay, so it's quite a significant number. So if you keep seeing that, it's for a reason. So you need to start listening to what's going on inside here. Okay, there's a reason for that. Right. Okay. Okay, Luda's telling me that Messenger can do video calls also. Okay, so it just shows you how technically minded I am. So that'll probably be easier for me, the Messenger, because otherwise I've got to go and sort out this Zoom thing. So, okay, Messenger video. So that's how I will be doing the mediumship readings. So only 3 I'll be doing. Okay. What else have we got here? Oh, my little one's due home very, very soon too. Oh dear, there goes the peace. No, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Hello, Megan. How are you? Okay, so we're just online talking about my experience from the last week, being doing some intense training. So, and how I've felt like I've come back being a different person, and how I can incorporate what I've learnt now into my readings. So seems to be okay. Everybody's pretty much had their piece to say here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I was just jumping on just to say hi, because you would have noticed I was a bit quiet on Facebook over the last week, but there was a reason for that. And I just really wanted to catch up and have a bit of a chinwag with people. And it's actually nice to sit here and interact with people with the spiritual thing and questions going back and forth, because I'm not an expert on everything, and I don't pretend to be an expert on everything, but and I love it how everybody can bring a little piece to the table here, and this is how we can all learn and throw things out there. But I will be back on Tuesday at 8 p.m. But as I said, I may not be doing them every single week, and it may be just how I'm feeling on the week, because I just find there's such there seems to be an influx of all these live feeds that are going around. So I've just chosen personally to maybe pull back a little bit, and most of my readings tend to be face face-to-face readings. I'm going to be online tomorrow morning on PTV Australia. I will be available for phone readings from 10 a.m. probably up until 12 noon tomorrow. So if anybody's after a phone reading, they just need to go to PTV. I think it's ptvaustralia.com.au, and if I'm logged on, you'll see that I'm available there for phone calls. But apart from that, I'll be back on Tuesday evening. And if those who are interested in a medium reading, if you can just inbox me and I will pick 3 people that I'm drawn to. I would like to do these readings during the week, and you need to have some sort of video access so I can see you face to face as well. Monday, I'll probably put the call out for phone numbers for phone readings for Tuesday evening, and I think that's pretty much it. There is a fair coming up at Western Suburbs Leagues Club at Unanderra on Sunday the 9th of February, and I think, from what I believe, I will be platforming at that event. So anybody who's in the Wollongong area, I'll be doing a demonstration on that Sunday, as well as reading for the day. But anyway, enjoy your Saturday afternoon. As I said, it was just a surprise pop-up just to go, hi, bye, see ya, and see you guys on Tuesday night. Bye.